Good morning, student. The next article is magnetic flux and Gauss law for magnetism. First one, magnetic flux. In last article, we have to discuss the field of a toroid. This is the application of Ampere's circuital law. There are two applications. First one is field of a solenoid. We have to find out the magnetic field, and second one is toroid. Then next one is magnetic flux and Gauss law for magnetism. What is mean by magnetic flux? We know that the electric flux d phi through an area element ds. This is the diagram of magnetic flux. Okay, through the area element ds, vector ds is defined as d phi is equal to vector e into vector ds. Okay, or d phi is equal to e into ds into cos of theta. Then we can define the magnetic flux phi b. This is the notation of magnetic flux phi b through a surface, as we have define electric flux. Okay, we can divide it any surface into element of area dA. This is area dA. This is the area, this area, all this area is dA. Okay, vector b can be resolved in perpendicular. This is the vector b resolved in b. This b perpendicular, this is the b perpendicular, and b parallel, this is b parallel. Okay, component for each element we determine vector b or b perpendicular, the component of vector b normal to the surface at position as shown in figure. This is the diagram. These are the component of b, b perpendicular and b parallel to axis. Okay, from figure b perpendicular is equal to b cos of theta. Okay, where theta is the angle between vector b and line perpendicular to the surface. Okay, we define magnetic flux d phi into b. Change it, magnetic flux through this area is d phi b is equal to b perpendicular into d, or d phi b is equal to b cos of theta into d. This is equation number 1. d phi b perpendicular means cos theta into dA. Therefore d phi b is equal to vector b into vector dA. Okay, so this is equation number 1. This is not, this is equation number 1. The total magnetic flux through the surface is the sum of the contribution from individual area element. The total magnetic flux through the surface is the sum of the contribution from the individual area element. Individual area element. Okay, the equation is phi b is equal to integration of b perpendicular into dA is equal to magnetic flux through surface. Okay, therefore phi b is equal to integration b into cos of theta into dA, value of b perpendicular, or phi b is equal to integration vector b into vector dA. This is magnetic flux through a surface. Okay, this is equation number 2. The magnetic flux is scalar quantity when this is the magnetic flux is a scalar quantity when vector b is perpendicular to the surface, then cos of theta is equal to 1. Okay, therefore phi b is equal to b into a. This is equation number 3. Magnetic flux is expressed in Webers. Then this is magnetic flux is expressed between Weber. This is the unit of magnetic flux. The unit is named as Weber in the honor of German physicist William Weber. Therefore, 1 Weber is equal to 1 Tesla per meter square. Tesla meter square. We already discussed in last chapter what is Tesla and what is Weber. Okay. In Gauss law, the total electric flux through a closed surface is proportional to the total electric charge enclosed by the surface. Okay, this is the magnetic flux. This is the equation of magnetic flux. Then second one is in this article, this is the Gauss law for magnetism. Symbolically, phi b is equal to close integration vector b into vector dA is equal to 0. This is equation number 4. This is the Gauss law for magnetic field. This is in contrast with Gauss law for electric field because phi ELE means electric field, close integration vector E into vector dA, or phi electric field is equal to, this is the equation of QENC upon epsilon naught. This is Gauss law for electric field. Okay, in both equation means magnetic flux and Gauss law, the integral is taken over a closed surface. Gauss law for electric field says that this integral is proportional to the net electric charge QENC. This is QENC enclosed by the surface. Okay, this is the diagram of Gauss law. This is surface first. These are the bar magnet. There are the two poles, north poles and south pole. The lines taken from south pole to north pole. This is the magnetic field. This is surface first, this is surface second, and this is the B, vector B. This is the magnetic field. Thus Gauss surface I enclosed, I means current enclosed a magnetic dipole, and the net flux through the surface is 0. If the element dA in equation 4, this is equation dA in equation 4, is at right angle to field lines, then B perpendicular is equal to B. This is the symbol of perpendicular. B perpendicular is equal to B. Therefore, B is equal to d phi B upon dA perpendicular. This is equation number 5. That is, magnitude of magnetic field is equal to the flux per unit area across an area at right angles to the magnetic field. Hence, the magnetic field vector B is sometimes called as magnetic flux density. Okay, vector B is sometimes called as magnetic flux density. This is the last article in this chapter. We have finished this chapter. This is the equation of magnetic flux and Gauss law for magnetism.